Okay, there are 4 lifts in reception. I think some are bigger than others. This is a Kone. I can't see how many people it holds. I would guess it will say 6, but I would say 4. Because they're never honest. So just in terms of local geography, where my finger is now on that roof, if I zoom in on it, that roof there at the top, that's the Hauptbahnhof, the main railway station. So it's about a 5-minute walk, 4-minute walk if that. Welcome, or I should say willkommen, because I'm back in Deutschland. Welcome to the Ibis Hotel Dresden, and it might be called Ibis Hotel Dresden Bastei. I'll confirm that with you tomorrow. But I'm here for 4 nights. I'm back in Germany, yes, and I'm back in my favourite city in the world, Dresden. Yes, for the Christmas markets, yes. Oh, that makes me so happy. Right, so I'm stopping in the Ibis Hotel, and because it is Christmas and it's Christmas season and Christmas market season, everywhere's expensive, which is why I've ended up in the Ibis. I would have gone for something a bit more upmarket because it's a treat, but it was too expensive. Anyway, just shutting my door because it didn't shut on its own. So I'm going to come back to you with the price in a different segment of the film, what I've paid, because I can't remember, and it means me going through emails. But what I'm just going to do is show you immediately what I've got upon checking into the room. So, full-length mirror for checking yourself out. That's the door I came in. Ignore my luggage. Mirror. Hooks. We like hooks. Very handy. And then opposite the hooks, we've got the open-plan wardrobe arrangement just there with 5 coat hangers. Room for luggage up there. This is a very typical Ibis hotel, as in the bed and the little unit there arrangement. So both sides of the bed have got a bedside table, but this is the only side of the bed which has close access to an electrical outlet, plug socket, etc. Down there, there are lights on either side of the bed, and it's actually it's bigger than a double. I think it's a king size actually. Yeah, I would say that's a king size bed. It's wider than the quilt, and it's much wider than 2 pillows next to each other. Moving over here, we've got the chair and the long desk arrangement that you always get in Ibis hotels. And then the shelves down there. And this is my view out to Dresden. I'll show you this tomorrow when it's a bit better to see, because it's obviously dark now. But yeah, I've got a nice view down there where some of the Christmas market stalls are. And I've got a car park in that direction. Anyway, so apart from the bed and the furniture, etc., there's a flat screen Samsung TV nestled on the wall just there. Air conditioning, which I won't need, but I might need the heating on if it's cold. Although there is a radiator, and the dial on the wall just there controls the radiator, one over there. So all good, it's very clean. It's just very clean and basic. It's budget, you know, it's a budget hotel. So you get budget and you get a bit of damage on the door and stuff like that. But, you know, I don't pay Ibis prices expecting the Hilton. It's as simple as that. Right, let's have a look in the bathroom. So the bathroom has got the toilet and toilet roll there. We've got 2 towels. Hairdryer for those people who wish to preen their bouffants, and it's a Phoenix. Got spare bog roll just there, and then you can rock your body next to the sink. A couple of glasses there, and a shower cubicle. A lovely shower cubicle, not a shower over a bath. A lovely shower cubicle. I do prefer a shower cubicle. Now there is a small step up and over, so it's not flat access, but it's not a big step up and over either. And we have another hook for hanging your bits and bobs on. I do like hooks. Right, okay, so pretty much that's all there is to see now. So what I need to do, obviously, is not fall out of the bathroom. Yeah, it is a slight step. It's only a tiny step. But it got me. Anyway, look, I'm going to film around the hotel in daylight. I'll film the front of the hotel, I'll film reception, I'll film the communal areas, bar, etc., lifts, and I'll go through the pricing with you. I'll stitch it all in order and make a lovely film. Right, I'll come back to you tomorrow. See you later, kids. Morning, folks. It's the next day, and I did say I'd tell you how much this has cost. So this was expensive for an Ibis. This has cost me €432 for 4 nights on a room-only basis. Yeah, I was a bit like, oh, flipping heck, too. But unfortunately, it's Dresden, it's Christmas, and it's the last weekend of the Christmas markets. So it's going to be a busy one. So that's why I couldn't get any of the hotels that I wanted to stop in, like my first choice hotels, were just astronomical. So that's why I'm in the Ibis. Not that I've got anything against Ibis. They're a good budget brand, but I've paid a lot to be in a budget brand. And it is down, obviously, to demand, supply and demand. Anyway, I did say I'd show you what the view from my window would look like by day. Let's have a look. Okay, so here it is. So first of all, looking in that direction, the other big block there is also part of this hotel. It has 2 blocks. So I'm in the block which is nearest the railway station. That block there is nearest the Christmas markets, the main Christmas markets, which are literally behind and on another 100 metres, if that, maybe another 70 metres in that direction. So where you see that church over there, I forget the name of it, but it's a very famous church that survived the bombing in the Second World War. At least the tower did. That church is like parallel to the markets, the Christmas markets, well, one set of them, because there's more than one set of Christmas markets here in Dresden. Now I'm going to take you to this window, and that hotel down there, so the hotel in the middle of the picture that's just got the tram going past it, or did have the tram going past it, is the Motel 1, and that was going to be one of my choices because it's bang in the middle and it's right next to the Christmas markets. Behind that, the white building, is the theatre. And I've just zoomed out there so you can see what the rest of my view is, which is not special, but it's all right. I mean, I don't mind. I haven't come here for the view out the window. So as far as I'm concerned, everything's good so far. I'll come back to you if there's any issues, but other than that, I'm just going to film the communal areas, like I said, stitch it together and make the film. I'll give you a little reflection right at the end. See you later, kids. The film that you've just watched is a Moss Travel Media production, and you can find more like them by going to www.mosstravel.tv. Thank you so much for supporting my YouTube channel and watching my film. It's hugely appreciated. If you haven't already done so, please subscribe to my YouTube channel by going to youtube.com/Stuart Moss. Hit the red subscribe button. When you've done that, a little bell will appear. If you hit the bell, then you'll also get notifications about any future travel films which I upload. If you like my travel films, then you might also like my second channel, which is about home and garden. Please have a look for that channel. You'll find it at www.mosshomeandgarden.co.uk, and if you like what you see, please give that a subscribe also. If you'd like to connect with me as Moss Travel Media on other social media, then you'll find me on Facebook at facebook.com/Moss Travel. That's the page. And if you'd like to connect with the profile, then the profile is Moss Travelog. If you'd like to connect with me on Instagram to see my travel photography, where I'm up to, what stories I'm telling, then go to instagram.com/StuMoss or do a search for user Stu Moss. If you'd like to connect on Twitter, I'm at Moss Travel TV. On Pinterest, I'm Moss Travel Media, which is pinterest.co.uk/Moss Travel TV. On Tumblr, I'm stuartmoss.tumblr.com, or just do a search for Moss Travel Tumblr. On WordPress,
I'm wordpress.com/view/mosstraveltv.wordpress.com, or do a search for Moss Travel Media on WordPress. And on vContactor you can find me by going to vk.com/mosstravelmedia or doing a search for Stuart Moss. If you'd like to contact me about film usage or any other issue, please just email me on mosstraveltv@gmail.com. And once again, thank you for watching and for your support. I really do appreciate it. I wish you all the best of days, happy travels and bon voyage.